Hey guys, T-Soon Cubing here, and today I'm going to be telling you how I started out cubing, or how anyone can start out cubing. Like, solving a Rubik's Cube seemed like an impossible task when I started to solve this, but now it's like nothing, I guess. So this is how I started off cubing. So first off, I got myself a cube. Well, it's a cube. So I suggest, if you are new and you want to just get in, get some quality one. Don't get the dollar store like blocky ones, because you will throw that out later in your journey in cubing. Okay, so I suggest you get the MF3RS2, yes, MF3RS2, or the USIM Little Magic. These two are very good as beginner cubes, and they're used a lot in competitions. And yeah, if you think that you can't go to a competition because you're slow, you're wrong. It doesn't matter if you're slow. Just do whatever you want, and things will just work out at the end. So I started out cubing by, first off, I did scramble the cube and I messed around with it, like 2 turns. It seemed impossible, like when I get a face solved. Wait. Cubing isn't impossible, but when you first started off, a lot of people will reach this, like, I don't know what it's called, this stone in the road. Like, it will stop you from going further, stops most people from going further. Well, if you know how to solve the first phase, well, a lot of people know how to, but a lot of people just know how to solve the first phase. And what you need to learn is to solve the first layer, like the whole layer right here. So any color you want blue, go with blue. It doesn't matter, just solve the whole layer. And it's going to take some time, but I don't suggest go to YouTube or go to Wikipedia and find tutorials. You must learn by yourself first. You must try to get as far as you can before you go to tutorials. I know a lot of people can't just get all the algorithms by solving it by themselves, but I got to the second layer. Like, don't get discouraged if you can't solve the cube, because it's going to get easier after time. So just learn, practice, learn more algorithms, practice more, and you'll get better, a lot better at solving the cube. If you don't see improvement, don't be discouraged, because this builds up a little by little. So starting off, you have nothing, and by the end you have everything. You have everything down. So this is where I got to. 2 layers, and I don't know how to solve the top layer. So where's the book? Wait a minute, let me find it. Where are you? I don't know where it is. but I went to Wikipedia and I just like learned the algorithm, and I wrote like, what do you call, a pamphlet, but not like those, yeah, just like those cubes come with, but a lot more in detail. I think I still have it in my computer, so if I still have it, I'll just like put, because it's Microsoft Words. Is it Microsoft Words? Yeah, I think it's Microsoft Words, and I'll put like the file in the description for you to like download and everything. So the first thing I learned after I get past the second layer is the top layer, which is called the ORL. So I just learned the easiest one out there, and it takes me to a line, and I put it down, and I solve the top layer, and next off I solve this layer, and I will check if the corners are in. If the corners are in, then I'll just, no, the edges are in, then I'll just do an algorithm like that to solve the whole cube. But this is how a lot of people start off. I start off a bit differently because I go and learn, I don't know why I did this, but I went and learned the whole PLL at the start. Well, it's good to learn it, but you don't need it at the start, but you're going to need it after, like, when you pass beginners, like when you get all of this down, you need to learn more algorithms so that you can be faster. If you don't want to be faster, you just want to impress your friends and show them that you are smart enough to solve this, you don't need it. If you are looking for competitive solving, like solving for time, you're going to need more algorithms on, like, you need to learn the F2L, you need to learn PLL, you need to learn ORL, you need to learn how to do the cross really quickly, like under 8 moves, and that will get you really far. And then you usually don't need to buy a new cube, because any cube can do. Just don't buy those crappy cubes. If you bought those, well, don't bother to buy a new one until you really need it. Like, you think that your time is not going up because of the cube's fault, not yours. Like, you have solved a couple 100 times and your time is still the same, like a couple 1,000 times and your time is still the same. Change up your cube, like search for something better. I was stupid enough, like, after this, right after this, I just put it to the side and I got my vault. But you need advanced cubes anyway, so I thought, yeah, I'll just buy this and I can just work with it. But no, you must have a set of skills, because this is hard to control. So you must first learn a set of skills to control the cube, like this, before you start using this one. It was a huge mistake, but I hope you don't make a mistake like that, like invest a lot of money into something that you are not sure that you want to do yet. It's not a good idea. You must like solve it for, you must be interested in it at least for 1 to 2 years before you invest on something more. then you already have like a 4x4, a 5x5, and so forth. You can get a 4x4 at the start, and you can get a 2x2 at the start, but I just don't recommend it. I prefer that y'all just, when you're starting off, don't get a 2x2 first. You must learn to solve the 3x3, because when you learn to solve the 3x3, you will instinctively know how to solve the 2x2. Just like when you learn to solve this, just like boom, it's in your head, you know how to solve it, just like that. Okay, so you need to learn how to solve the 3x3, and that's about it. And take it slowly, don't push it too hard, because you might just think that it's too hard and lose interest in this. And I want someone to be passionate in what they want to do. I don't want them to just like drop off halfway. I don't want to do with nothing like that. So be patient. It's going to take time. If you're someone that has a higher IQ, you can learn this in about 16 minutes to 20 minutes. If you have an average IQ, you will learn this in about 2 days, 3 days tops, and you'll get it down. Maybe you still need the algorithm right by your side to know how to solve it, but when you get to the 5th month, about almost everyone can solve the cube without looking at the algorithms. So because I'm not sure why, but I only use 10 minutes to memorize all the algorithms needed for the beginner method. I don't know why. I'm not sure why, but that's what it is. I solve the first layer, second layer, and I go to Wikipedia. I look for the tutorial. I looked at it once. I learned everything that is needed to, and I used 10 minutes to memorize everything about the beginner's method, and that's it. I already learned the beginner's method in about 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah, about that time. But don't get discouraged if you don't learn it that fast. Every person has a different time range in learning, so be patient. When you learn this, I hope you can teach teach your friends how to do this, and let them get interested, so that more people will get into the cubing community. Because 2 years ago, the community rose but then dropped a lot. So I hope a lot of people will get back into this cubing community a lot faster. Well, and the gears you need is a cube. That's it. If you want to get a little fancy, you don't have to invest in a timer. Wait for a moment. You don't have to invest into a timer, because if you have your phone, I'll open it up for you. Wait a minute. Ringtone. Shut up. Okay, so you can just get an app called, what is it called again? Yes, Cube Timer. Well, this is definitely better, and you just look at the algorithm right there. Prime LU2 BD B2 R2 F2 R C2 B2 L prime U2 D2, and you just go to the setting, and inspection time, enable punish. Well, this is going to be off, at the start, so you need to go into settings, inspection time, enable punish +2 and DNF and inspection time delay sound alert at 8 and 12 seconds right here. So inspection time, this is all going to be off first, and you need to like select them. So you just tap on the screen once, it's going to give you a time to inspect the cube. And you just long press it like for 3 seconds, and you can start solving. Don't be discouraged if you're not fast at first, because nobody is fast at first. Even Felix Zemdex, they're not fast at first. Well, nobody is fast. You just need to practice. Wait. Oh, I got the wrong setting. This is 3x3 one-handed. 3x3 one-handed. You can choose this by, is it clicking on this? No. Yeah, you click on the settings right here, category. You click right here, and you can choose what category you want. And of course this will be better, but you don't have to invest so much money in it, because it's going to cost a lot of money, but it's more efficient. So I'll just set you to the side here. Move to the side. Okay. And you can get a map if you want, but it's not necessary. It's only if you have the money you can get it. If you don't, you don't have to. Okay, so that's not the best time I got, because like I'm really tired right now. It's like almost 12 o'clock and I'm filming this, but that's actually all you need. If you ask if you need lube, no. The short answer is no. You don't need it for anything if you're starting off, but when you get into it more, you need lube, because you want your cubes to function better and move faster and smoother and have better corner cutting. And that's about it for how to get started in cubing. Or that's it. That's almost the end of the video. Click right here to watch my previous video. Click right here to subscribe. And that's it. Goodbye.